teaching about the topic ocular tumors, and this topic is for BSc third year. So, ocular tumors is nothing but tumor in the eyes. Okay, so as you can see in this picture, this is a tumor which is present in the eye. So, this is called ocular tumor. So, ocular tumors are tumors inside the eye. They are a collection of cells that grow and multiply abnormally, and they form masses. We call it as tumor. They can be of two types, benign and malignant. Benign means that it is non-cancerous and it is not spreading to the surrounding tissues, whereas malignant, it has a tendency to spread, and it can spread to the surrounding tissues and to the different organs of the body. In adults, the most common type is metastatic. Means metastatic is the one which is spreading from another part of the body, from the lungs, the breast, or prostate. So a patient is having lung cancer. Okay, so that the tumor from lung cancer, the tumor from the lungs, it can go and spread to the eyes. Okay, so therefore patient will have eye tumor. Another common type of ocular tumor is malignant melanoma. They can start as a small mole or a birthmark in the eye, which is called choroidal nevus. So this malignant melanoma, the first sign and symptom will be a small mark, or it will be a small mole or a birthmark inside in the eye. So from there, these cells, they will grow abnormally and they will multiply in a very fast rate, and it can cause malignant melanoma. These are usually found during routine eye examination and should be closely monitored for growth. So we have to check the rate of the growth of these moles or these birthmarks in the eyes. So this can be done by a retina specialist. Next, choroidal melanoma. Choroidal melanoma, it is a primary cancer of the eye, and it is the most common ocular malignancy. It started from the pigmented cells of the choroid of the eye. So it is the origin, okay, the point of origin from where this tumor will grow. Okay, it starts from the pigmented cells of the choroid of the eye. Okay, choroid is a layer of the eye. So from there, from the pigmented cells of the choroid layer, from there the abnormal cells will grow, and it will cause choroidal melanoma. The eye cancer specialist can diagnose an intraocular choroidal melanoma in over 96% of the cases. So, with the help of these eye cancer specialists, they will diagnose the malignant melanoma. The choroidal melanoma, over how much cases? About 96% of the cases. The biopsies are usually avoided because it involves opening of the eye, and it is very risky. It can cause further complications and infection and hemorrhage. Most patients have no symptoms, and the melanoma is found during eye examination. So some of the melanomas, some of the tumors, this choroidal tumor, it has no symptom, but if the patient is being examined, then they can be detected. Next is the ocular melanoma. Okay, so ocular melanoma, it is the most common primary adult tumor of the eye. Proton therapy. We know that protons are positive charged electrons, right? So proton therapy is considered as the gold standard of care for treating ocular melanoma. So by giving protons, that is the positive charges, okay, by using this therapy, you will be able to destroy the cancer cells. The ocular melanoma, also known as uveal melanoma or choroidal melanoma, they are often used interchangeably, meaning that we can call ocular melanoma as uveal melanoma or choroidal melanoma. It's the same. There are three main areas in the eye where melanomas arise. So the main areas where these melanomas arises or the tumors arises are the iris, the ciliary body, and the choroid layer of the eye. So these are the three main areas where the cancer cells will originate, or they will start from there. So you can see this is a picture. Okay, so if there's any tumor in the choroid layer, this is the melanoma of the choroid. Okay, this is the choroid layer, the pink color. Next, here is this is the location of ciliary body. So if there's any tumor in the ciliary body, then it is called melanoma of the ciliary body. Next, if there's any in the uvea, okay, so you can see here, okay, this is in the iris also, so there can be some cancer cells in the iris, in the ciliary body, in the choroid layer. So this is the position of the melanoma. The risk factors are as follows. Number one is race. The race is Caucasian ethnicity. So most of these race of Caucasians, okay, they are at a high risk for developing ocular melanoma. Then patients or people who have light colored eyes, like gray color eyes or light blue eyes or light green eyes or light brown eyes, so these are also at a high risk for developing ocular melanoma. Next, having engaged in welding, people working in factories where they have to do welding, okay, or cutting steel, pillars, or any other things, then they are also at a high risk for developing ocular melanoma. Then people having a history of sunburn or snowburn and old age is also one of the risk factors for developing ocular tumors or ocular melanoma. Next, signs and symptoms are as follows. First, bulging of one eye. Then there is complete or partial loss of sight. There will be pain in and around the eyes. A pale raised lump on the surface of the eye, the conjunctiva or the cornea. The patient will have blurry vision, change in the appearance of the eye. There will be lumps on the eyelids or around the eye. Then there will be spots or flashes of light or weakly lines in front of your eye. So people will tend to see spots or flashes of light in front of them. Then blinkered vision, loss of peripheral vision. You can see what is straight ahead clearly, but what is not at the side. So whatever the things are on the sides of the patient, they are not able to see properly. But whatever it is in front, they are able to see only that. Next, a dark spot on the colored part of the eye, on the iris. Okay, if there's any dark spot on the iris, then that also is one of the signs and symptoms. Eye irritation, red eye, or chronic inflammation of the conjunctiva. We call it as conjunctivitis. Okay, so these are some of the signs and symptoms of ocular tumor. Next, coming to the diagnostic test. Okay, so ophthalmologist, eye examination by an ophthalmologist or retinal specialist is recommended. Dilated clinical examination is necessary. Ultrasound can be done. Ultrasound of the eyes, fundus photography, imaging studies, and other analyses. So these are some of the diagnostic tests to detect whether there is ocular tumors. Now coming to the treatment. Okay, so radiation therapy, by giving radiation, this radiation will destroy the cancer cells. And chemotherapy, by giving the oncology drugs. Okay, so chemotherapy drugs, they usually attack they destroy the cancer cells and also the surrounding normal tissue. Okay, so radiation and chemotherapy, they are the two most common treatment for ocular tumors. Radiation can be in the form of proton beam radiation, that is called as external radiation, or placement of radiation plaque on the eye, that is internal radiation. Proton therapy. Okay, so like I said that proton therapy is by flashing the protons on the tumors that will destroy the cancer cells. So it is one of the gold standard of care for ocular melanomas. External beam radiation, intensity modulated radiation, stereostatic radiosurgery, and stereostatic radiation therapy, they are also being used. So these are some of the types of radiation. So, but the most common is radiation and chemotherapy. Next, a laser therapy can also be done to destroy the cancer cells. Enucleation of the eye, that is removal of the eye. But the muscles and the eyelids are still intact. Okay, so we remove only the orbit of the eye, but not the eyelids and not the muscles. And we will try to put another, prosthesis of the eye. Okay, another fake eyes. We will insert it, we will implant it, and then the person will have to wear a eye shield. Okay, so as to prevent any complication and to make sure that the eye prosthesis is fitted properly inside the eye. So eye prosthesis or eye implantation can be done. Next, exenteration, that is removal of the eye, all of the orbit content, including the muscle, including the eye. So removing of all the whole orbit of the eye. So that is called exenteration. And we will try to put a eye prosthesis or a fake eyes into the orbit. Next, iridectomy, that is removal of only a piece of the iris. So if the cancer cells are present in the iris, okay, they are starting, the region is from the iris, then you can remove only that portion of the iris which is affected. This is called iridectomy. Choroidectomy, that is removal of a portion of the choroid layer where the cancer cells are they are originated. And iridocyclectomy, that is removal of the iris plus the ciliary body muscles. Okay, so if the cancer is in the iris and in the ciliary body muscles, then we will remove the portions of it which is affected, and that is called iridocyclectomy. Next, eye wall resection, that is cutting into the eyes to remove a tumor, that is example like melanoma. This operation can be quite difficult to perform. Okay, and the last treatment is the eye wall resection, that is to cut open the eye and then we remove the tumor. So this is a very difficult procedure and a very painful procedure also. So these were the treatment or the management of ocular tumors. So I hope this is clear. Thank you, class.